Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. It's because I need to upgrade StreamYard.
Check, check.
Check, check, 1 2 1 2.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
All right, there we go. What's this more that popped up? I don't know. It says I got to
Update.
there. I'm back.
All right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So Glitch Aquatics, PV Aquatics, Legendary Alex, Aqua Alex, what is up?
Aquatics, PB, brother from another mother. Who else we got?
Glitch Aquatics.
Glitch. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Ian Atkins is in chat, so we got a total of 5 viewing right now.
Ian, what's going on? Share it out. Share it out.
Yeah, keep sharing it. I gotta share it. I can't share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because if I try to share it, we may be out of there again.
Yeah, we don't want that. But I gotta up. It says I gotta upgrade to on StreamYard. I gotta do the upgrade now, and I don't got the money to do that crap right now. So
what they trying to phase out the free one? Cause see, there's a $10 one, but
yeah,
it came out on Black Friday. Still work. You may just need to find an update.
Alicia's in chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Let me see. Let me turn my phone.
Thumbs up, people.
I'll turn my phone sideways here. See if I can see the chat. Can you still see me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, because see, if I do it like this, I can see the chat, but I can't see you.
Alicia says hello. PD says smash that like. We'll just wait for a little more people to come in.
Okay, Alicia, I see you. All right, I see him. I see him. I see him. All right, I'll just go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? What up, Ian, man? It's been a long time.
We can go ahead and start the stream with
there we go.
A simple how's life been with you, Hank?
Man, been pretty good. I can't complain. You know, I'm back in my house, man. We went 6 months, dude. We were in an apartment, thought we were losing our house, and find out, I don't know if it was somebody trying to finagle us and get our house from us. I'm not sure. We were in a forbearance program and we thought we understood how that worked. Somebody told us we had to give them a lump sum that we couldn't afford. So I moved my family. And then there was nobody in the office. So all we could do was email. Then nobody would answer the email, but they were out of the office because of COVID. So finally, out of nowhere, the phone rings. And it's the company, you know, and they're like, oh, we didn't even know you guys weren't in the house. No, just the forbearance program is coming to an end. Just fill out this information and we'll put that on the back side of your principal. And I'm like, 6 months, you know, we just left. But hey, God is good, man. God is good. God is good.
Are you talking about like where they do the forbearance program due to COVID and then they did the loan modification?
Yep. Somebody called us in the middle of that and was like, oh no, you need to write us a check for this much, you know, and I'm like, that's not the way you guys told us the program works.
Me and the wife went through that too.
Yeah, they got back in touch with us, and I mean, we're here. We're here. God is good.
So my house and me and the wife's house, we have our baby, so you know that's why I kind of took like a year hiatus. I mean, I've been keeping in contact with you through the whole thing anyway, Hank, and now the baby's here, so there is that.
Amen. Amen. Oh yeah, and my new grandbaby. She's 2 weeks old.
Wait, the same ages are the same age
Two
as
weeks
our
old
baby. Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, Wednesday. 2 weeks old Wednesday.
Well, today our baby's 2 weeks. So
Okay.
yours was born December 1st, ours was born December 2nd.
In the house. Oh,
Ain't that what's up?
oh man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little things, man.
Oh, yeah,
Beautiful.
she's so precious. Our daughter, even though she keeps us up at night, it's well worth it.
I know that's right. I know
I'm
that's
going to
right.
miss those days when she's a teenager and like, yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
make sure she's not trying to sneak out of the house.
Yeah, you go. Ah, yes. Trust
So
me.
in that tank behind you with the bamboo, is that bamboo in that tank behind you?
Yes. Yes.
You got gouramis in there, right?
I got dwarf gouramis and gold mountain minnows.
I like those dwarf gouramis.
See, this is my poor man discus tank because I would see the dwarf gouramis at the store and I'm like, hey, they look like little bitty discus to me. So since I'm
Yeah.
not gonna spend all that on regular discus, I'm gonna make me a discus tank, a miniature one.
You know what I say the poor man's discus is? Severums.
Severums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these powder blue with these red stripes going on because the severum is actually uh a lot of how they function is close to what the discus actually do also.
Yeah, I
Gouramis,
have
it was just the colors and the
these,
shape.
right over here. You see him right there? My red shoulder severum?
Gotcha.
But I also have parrots, and those parrots are pretty dang cool. So
I need to get some parrots. I got convicts in the garage. I ought to throw some parrots out there. See if I can
yeah,
get some.
but the convicts can actually crossbreed with the parrots, and you can get
Get
that
the
hybrid.
polar blue. Well, they have a few different names, but the polar blue and the zebras, yeah, they have different names. But yeah, I kind of like them. See if I can make my own.
Now I do got a question for you. What fish is the first fish to get you into the hobby?
Uh, man, probably Gambusia.
Gambusia?
If we're speaking on first aquarium, full on in that mode, it was probably goldfish that I won at the county fair. But when I was little bitty, I would catch gambusia and have them in cups and buckets in the backyard, and I'd be killing them because I was, running straight city water on them, and you know
Yeah.
those mistakes that we make with the chlorinated water. But yeah, I say depending on goldfish as an actual aquarium, 10-gallon aquarium. My mother got me for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
But I started out with those little goldfish in little bowls on the end table by our couch. I mean, little bowls, man.
Yeah.
Those fish were troopers.
Those goldfish are troopers. That's kind of the thing that got me into eating goldfish. When I was like 8 or 9 years old, I think it was 8. My dad got a tank with goldfish, and then uh, later on down the road, he got the bigger tank, and then he gave me and my brother a Blackmore goldfish tank. So we had 2 Blackmore goldfish, Bonnie and Clyde. Now, I love the Blackmores because they were so cute and ugly at the same time because they had the bulgy eyes and they were a cool fish.
I agree. They were one of, if I'm gonna say I have multiple favorites, they're one of my favorites because do you remember a show? Because you're kind of young though. There was a show called Different Strokes.
Different
A little
strokes.
Different Strokes. It was Arnold Willis, Mr. Drummond. It was a rich white man and his daughter. Arnold Willis's mother used to be the maid. She died, and she asked for him to take care of him. So he got him from where they lived, and he was raising them. And he had a Blackmore goldfish named Abraham. And I was growing up, and I looked like him. I looked just like the little guy that played Arnold growing up, so people would call me Arnold, even though my name is Garrett, it's not Arnold. But people would call me Arnold all the time.
Yeah.
And I like to fish, so I ended up getting blackboard goldfish later on. When I could buy my first fish myself. So they have like a special spot in my heart.
I actually like the blackmore goldfish. That's one fish that I feel like just goldfish in general are one fish that get a bad rep, and a lot of people are afraid to keep them because they're such dirt. They're dirty fish. They poop a lot and they create a lot of waste. So you're constantly changing water, you're doing all that other stuff. So
That's
you
cool.
know,
All they need to do is they make hang on the backs for goldfish.
yeah, like I got. You know what? Get you a 75-gallon with some goldfish and 110. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, right. I
Just
agree.
just do what I did. Like I actually bought polyfill today to stick in my tank in the back of the filters because that acts as filter floss.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And I learned that from Big Tank Hank.
What's the one where they're in like that?
Watch, watch it. Ready at all times.
Oh, I actually got the big bag that's all fluffed up.
Oh, yeah. I started with that. This is the first time I bought the actual sheets that like you would put in a quilt or a blanket or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the first time I tried it. I tried it like that.
And it works pretty good.
Works pretty well because I have two hang on the backs that I have the square filter foam that I cut to fit right in it. And you put a sheet of filter floss around the side that the water intakes.
Yeah.
So it has to go through it first. Just a nice little old sheet, 5 inches by 5 inches on there. Works perfect.
I got another question for you, Hank. And this one kind of hits home for me. How do you feel that aquariums help mental health?
Man, they slow everything down for one. They slow everything down. They give you a peace. They make you, depending on what you're dealing with, if it's anxiety, things of that nature, they make you look outside of yourself because you have to focus on the actual fish.
Yeah.
You stop thinking about you. You stop thinking about the things that you possibly are going through. You have to focus on taking care of the fish, which again takes you outside of yourself. Something else is dependent on you. Especially for people that may deal with issues of wanting to take their own lives. The fish or the little service dogs, because these are also things that I deal with in my household. So I know all these aspects because I see them all the time as well as where I work. And the fish just make you come outside of you.
Yeah.
Basically in a nutshell, it's just they make you come outside of you and they slow everything down. Man, I'm telling you. Look, I had a many a day when I ruptured my Achilles in 2017, man, where my little 25 cents feed of fish in my Walmart tote. I just sit and just watch them, man. And you look up, man. I mean, all the time in the world, slow down, man. You have this peace, man. You're good. You reset for a little more time, and it's a wonderful thing. This hobby is a wonderful thing in regards to mental health, man.
Yeah, I believe that as well. Because I'm a military veteran, all right, and I have mental health issues. I have bipolar and post-traumatic stress. So, like, I agree with you, especially on the aspect of it takes you outside of yourself. It makes your mind focus on something else. That's how I believe it. Like, uh, that's why I watch a lot of fish streams. People see
Yep.
me in a lot of streams, but I like, to me, it's a hobby that I can learn, and it keeps my mind distracted from what's going on.
Most definitely.
I like to, like, today during the whole stream with I told you about this during the stream with that Stephen P did the video when people were sharing their stories. I was like, hey, I'm kind of getting antsy a little bit because I heard something that triggered me on the video, and I was like, man, what do I need to do? I'm just going to do a water change and tank maintenance on the 125. And boop, I did tank maintenance on the 125, did a nice 25% water change, cleaned up the filters, cleaned up the top glass because, hey, if that glass gets dirty up top, your lights ain't going to shine down as nice as they should.
No, not at all.
It'd be like, like it's just a whole bunch of things that I feel like, because when I was a kid, I always wondered, I was like, how about this? I always wondered when I was a kid, what would it be like to be a fish? All you do is swim, eat, and poop.
And breathe underwater. That was my thing.
Breathe underwater. I was like, it would be cool to be a fish.
That was my thing.
Dropped your link in chat. So, Ian, thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, and something else, man, about, let's say the programs, for people who self-medicate.
Yeah.
Give them, open their eyes to the fish hobby. They should incorporate it in those, some of those programs where, hey, we're going to give you, you got people passing out tanks, for kids, underprivileged kids in school, people with PTSD, but also I feel it would help addicts also. Hey, focus on this, I mean, all of these, so man, all of these different things, man, these fish will help. And you have so many people, you got your Facebook group Nazis, they're so occupied with criticizing or being negative, not realizing that they're taking away from the blessings and the most special, minute, grass-rooted things in the hobby that help us, that bring us all together, that give us a unity. I mean, if we could just get that drilled into them, hey, stop. It's not that serious. No, we don't want people to kill that fish. We don't want the fish abused. But remember why we're in the hobby. I mean, I believe the very beginning of it. You think about it. They're talking about back in the Orient, Oriental days or whatever. Not Oriental days, but the old Orient, when the fish hobby first was jumping off with your paradise fish and things of that nature. They were in these gardens, and the people then, those kings and emperors and everybody, realized how peaceful and how gratifying these fish were, for them. It started back then for that. They became status symbols where it was like, man, these fish do so much for us. We're going to do this. We're going to keep it away from the regular and the common folk. This is going to be a status symbol. And that status symbol was based just on what this hobby does for us today.
Yeah.
It did for them. So they took it over. Oh man, hey, we're gonna hold on to this. And then it just spread out. It spread out amongst the commoners, the people that are working in the rice fields. They had the fish out there. Hey, I'm gonna take some of these fish and put them over here myself, and it just spread, man, like wildfire. Everybody, the medicinal, we're gonna use that term for it, just you naturally just recognize the medicinal properties in having these fish in these tanks.
Yeah, like, see, when you brought up addicts, that's me. I have 7 years of recovery.
Good deal.
We haven't touched a drop of alcohol. Like, during this whole COVID pandemic that's been going on, my hands have seen more alcohol and hand sanitizer than I have seen in my whole entire life. So,
hey, proud of you though, man. Proud of you.
Fish says Sunfish says something funny. Fish are friends, not food. Don't tell my Oscar that.
Hey, I'm torn. I'm torn on that one. They're my friends, but with a little. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there.
Little goldfish, little feeder fish. Now, PB, thanks a lot, man. Hope Logan's Aquatics, congrats on 300, by the way. Yeah, thank you. been,
Yeah, you told me about that. Yes, definitely, most definitely. Congrats,
and it's only up from here. That's what it's only up from here. I mean,
man.
shoot,
Yes, most definitely.
I had 307 last night. I woke up, did that. Uh, what was it? Ass Crack of Dawn live stream that I do every morning, and I was down to 288 at 5 o'clock in the morning because YouTube reset its algorithm, and I'm like,
Yep.
man, I
Yep.
lost 10 subscribers at once. But it's
Yep.
Sunfish.
It
Thank
rebounds.
you.
Let me look at the chat. Let me see what we got going on over here. I
There.
hate stupid people. What's going on? Degenerate Fish Keeper, T-Bone, S, Sunfish for Fish. What's going on? 3G.
We got a lot of people in chat. This is the most I've seen chat roll.
I love a live stream. I really do, man. I don't get a chance to be on them as much. My schedule kind of messes things up for me, and sometimes people seem like they don't want to ask me on, like I'm a snob or something. I can answer questions too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, my schedule is crazy. I work
T-Bone.
nights, but I have off days.
T-Bone. That's a big thing. T-Bone says, I've been 6 years, 7 months clean from the needle.
Amen. Amen.
Like my DOC was more of pills, alcohol, and stuff like that, and I would mix them. So now I don't even do anything. It's just like
man.
my life consists of YouTube, pretty much. So, but one thing I learned, like even like with the fish keeping hobby and recovery, life on life's terms. You lose fish on their terms. You don't lose fish on your own terms. I mean, I'm sorry. No one likes using. No one likes losing a fish.
No.
Just like in addiction, no one likes using drugs. I mean, there's some people that say they enjoy it, but at the end of the day, they're not enjoying it.
Yep.
But life's on life's terms. Just like fish keeping hobby taught me patience. That first initial fishless cycle. I waited for like 3 months for this tank to cycle.
Oh, hey, I still don't have no patience. I still don't have no patience. But I always have media somewhere though. So
yeah,
I make sure I have media somewhere.
Yeah. Like what I do is, especially with the 45 gallon that I'm not sure if you saw that video that clear water ain't necessarily healthy water.
Yep.
But what did I do? I had a sponge filter sitting here that was collecting all that colonizing back all the bacteria. So what did I do? Took that out of there, put it in the 45. So there's that. Plus I have look at the size of that sponge filter in there. It's a big boy down in there. I love my sponges. So I got another question for you, Hank. What is the coolest trick you learned of the trade of keeping fish?
Oh man. Oh. For me to answer that question, I have to look around. Cause see, I'm DIY king. I should have started that. But hey y'all, don't look. Don't start no trouble. Don't start no trouble. I'm older than him. I started that, but he coined it. Man. You got me on that one.
Rilo, go lay down, buddy.
Man. Okay.
That's a good question.
Yes. I don't want to be lazy and automatically go to the filter floss because that was a good one. Ooh. Seeded media. That may have been that may have actually been the one for me because I have zero patience. You know, fishless cycle for me is impossible.
Yeah, it takes a while on that fishless cycle.
Yeah, it's impossible. I don't think I've ever done one, and I've had fish for 35 years. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Select Pet.
49.
Yeah, what's up, Select Pet?
Select Pet, what's going on?
Yeah, the coolest trick of the trade that I learned has to be. Oh, that's a tough one. I think the seated media is a good one. I gotta move my seat back and move my camera because my cord is not long enough. But the seated media, I think that's a cool one. But I think, and I haven't done it yet, but I've been wanting to do it, is DIY lights with the light strips and gutters.
Okay, okay. Hey, watch this. You see this tank right here?
Yeah.
That's a terrarium. I have a frog in it. I have a red-eyed tree frog. Now, I'm gonna raise this up. You see that light?
Yeah. You made that?
I made that. Now, I'm gonna show it to you.
Rilo?
It's tar paper, you know, like roof tar paper,
Yeah.
egg crate,
And a light
and
bulb.
an LED. It's a plant grow LED bulb.
What?
It has maybe, oh man, 5, 10, 50, 20, ooh, 100 LEDs in it or so. It's actually the same bulb that's over there,
Ooh.
except I encased it in the box, and then you got one. See that one right there? That's like a shop light, egg crate, feet, surrounded it with corrugated the plastic corrugated sheets.
Select Pet asked a real good question. Are red-eyed tree frogs nocturnal?
Yes. Well, wait a minute. Uh oh, the proper name. It's not really nocturnal with them. They're
Is it
active.
diurnal?
They're active at dusk because I think diurnal is day. They're active at dusk and sunrise. You know, like just when light is breaking.
Sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, so they're not really nocturnal, but they sleep all day though. So I mean it's almost.
We all have that one fish that's nocturnal. Like
All my fish end up nocturnal because I'll be up waking them up anyway.
my pleco, I thought would have been nocturnal and isn't. Like I see him more out during the day than I do at night. And I have a Colombian spotted pleco.
Okay. Because I think with
So,
the plecos, it depends on the type. Like common plecos, you know, they rolling during the day. They doing all kinds of stuff. But then you have those, you know, when you hit the L's, you know, a lot of the higher quality L's,
yeah.
like disappear. You put them in the tank, they disappear. You never see them. So that means it's obviously at night
Green
they're moving
Phantom,
around.
the Blue Phantom. Pridemore, what's up? Oh, that's for Pridemore. Yeah, what's up, Pridemore?
And I have red-backed walking frogs in another terrarium over there. That which is a new thing that I done got into.
Terrarium. What is that? A 55 or a 40 long?
20 long.
Really? It
It's
looks
all
bigger
about
on
it's all about depth and how you make it and how you plan it. You know, it makes it look bigger. But yeah, that's a new thing. Ergo, big tank, Hank, not aquatics tank. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
If I can get it in a tank, it might show up in here.
What's next for you? A ball python or something?
I've had ball pythons back in the day. Man, you done started something. Ball python, Nile monitor, dwarf caimans, king snakes, toads, tarantulas, tortoises, turtles, man, crickets, scorpions, mice, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs.
We got
I've
hamster.
had everything. It seems like, but the frogs, toads, that I initially had. So now I'm going out into like the dart frogs, poisonous, which they're not poisonous unless they're in nature in
Yeah.
Amazon or in Africa when the food that they eat causes them to be, poisonous. Whereas over here with what we feed them, they're not. But I'm slowly rolling into that. And there's the geckos and the skinks. I'm really liking them, but I haven't pulled the trigger on any one of them yet.
All right.
But don't challenge me with something to do with nature because I'm gonna take off.
Yeah. You know, me, like I've been into fish for as long as I can remember. So that's the only thing I have in tanks besides the little hamster cage my wife has a hamster in.
Gotcha.
So, and there's a story about that hamster. That's why I got a new washer and dryer, is because the hamster decided to crawl up in the dryer and eat the wires. So I had to get a brand new washer and dryer.
Oh, and y'all still got him? Like, I mean, not got him as in you didn't get rid of him, meaning you recovered him. Because usually they get away like that. It's like, hey, where did he go?
No, we got him out of the dryer because he was still in the dryer when we were getting ready to sell it or scrap it. So I heard the little metal, and I was like, so we've had him for how long have we had him? Over a year now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that was me and the wife had to destroy a dryer just to get a hamster out. And the hamster already bit because the dryer stopped working one day. And we're like, why did it stop working? The hamster bit on the power cord. So we're lucky the hamster didn't go and have fried hamster in the freaking dryer.
Right? So, oh man. Hey. That's crazy. The hamster say I'm gonna destroy the dryer.
This is a fishy question. Have you ever kept any oddball fish?
Yes. Let's start with Mad Tom Catfish. Wild Fish Tanks is mentioning them now because people are going and they're collecting. They're doing more collection, and he's him and his friends are finding them. But Mad Tom Catfish are like these extreme dwarf catfish. I know they're in Texas in the South, and I'm not sure exactly how far they go, but I said that was my first one, and I caught it on accident back as a youngster. What else oddball that would be considered oddball nowadays?
I actually have a couple oddballs. I have a dragon goby that's about 16 inches long.
And I really want a dragon goby.
They're so
to death. Love them to death.
And I also have a fish that's related to the biker, but it's counted as an oddball. It is the rope fish.
Okay. Gotcha.
And they're a cool fish. He's actually the rope fish. I named it Mr. Ropey. But they're such a cool fish because they're like an eel-like, but they have the look of a bichir, kind of like a small bichir. So
gotcha.
Now, the dragon goby, they like to hide, but mine's so big he can't really hide much of anywhere.
And they look like they would demolish the world.
Oh my god, they got that ugly, mean mugging face and that big old mouth.
Yeah. I really like
it. And the cool thing is about the dragon goby, yes, they are originally a brackish water fish, but they can actually live in fresh water.
Okay.
I've had this dragon goby over a year now. I got it at Father Fish. He had 2 dragon gobies, and due to the size of this dragon goby, like This dragon goby is longer than my tablet. It's a big dragon goby. And me and the wife decided to name it. You remember that movie Mulan?
Yes.
The dragon goby's name is Mushu.
Mushu. Gotcha.
Hey, Jess is in chat. What is up?
Jess, what's going on? What's going on?
Ian says he has many oddballs. He's got the African butterfly, the snakeskin goby, the rope fish, which is a cool fish, banjo catfish, and 2 bichers.
Gotcha.
Yes, Jess, you can go ahead and announce something. Do you want me to put the link in chat? All right, Jess, links in chat.
Let me see. Let me peep at the chat.
Oh, here she is. Oh, no, never mind. I thought she was coming up right now.
UK sea fishing with Big Dan. What's going on? What's going on? Master Aquatics. John McKenzie, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
Yeah, I got a lot of people.
Tea and Aqua. Yeah, the people over there at the chat. I just now found out because I didn't know until now that you can actually go over and see the chat, but you can't have it on the screen at the same time. But you can still peep over there at it.
Like I have the chat. That's why it's good to have 2 devices. I have the YouTube pulled up here on the tablet so I can actually see what's going on. Jess, the link is in chat, so I don't see where you're at yet. Maybe she's going to pop up sooner or later. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. She popped up. There's the beautiful Jess.
Hey,
Hello.
The most beautiful guppy.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I don't want to take away from.
There's the beautiful Jess. Hello.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I still got there. Okay, I had the YouTube still up. I'm sorry. I don't want to take away from Big Tank Hank. I just want to say real fast that Rainy's in labor. So my corgi. And every time that she has puppies, I go live once I know that she's like just going to start having them. So, because it could still be hours from now before she really, starts pushing real hard and everything. So, yep. So sometime tonight, I'll go live with her and all the fun stuff. So we'll have puppies.
Okay. The wiggle butts.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a little wiggle butt. His name is Jax. It's my wife's Chihuahua. His whole body moves. It's just like my big dog Rylo does that too. So
yeah, I mean, I came home and from picking Ellen up from school, and she was starting to breathe heavy, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And she's she's
Super.
So
what's up, Super?
I'll be going live later when she goes into the pushing part and everything. So, but other than that, I leave it back to y'all for your interview. Thank you for letting me let everybody know because I couldn't get it put on my community page. So thank you, Logan. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Bye, you guys. I'll see you later.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah, puppies. Whew.
I remember the days. I used to raise pit bull terriers back in the day. Mother dog go to nesting, like, she's tearing up blankets and stuff. She's making a nest. And that's how I knew. I didn't get a chance to hear like the breathing. The mother would start making a nest, a literal nest. So yeah, it was pretty cool. The puppies.
Now, one of the cool things I learned about fish is actually learning how to treat diseases. Like, I didn't know you don't have to use medication to treat hole in the head. You can just water changes and high protein diet, and yeah, well, there was that, you know. But now
It's
some more. Looks like my blood parrots are nesting. That one wriggling right over that giant piece of driftwood. The other parrot's minding its business. So, if you don't like puppies, you got issues. I have 2 dogs. So I got a Cavalier leopard dog and a Chihuahua.
and we have a Yorkie by the name of Teeny, and he's 12 years old. And
Like,
he's I can't say self-proclaimed because he didn't say anything, but he's actually like my wife's service dog, but he just like automatically jumped into duty. Like,
yeah,
he's keyed in on her emotions, and she has PTSD, and like she hates fireworks and stuff like that. He knows when it's time, you know.
yeah.
He'll pull to her, you know, he's like right there. Yeah, I love Mr. Teeny. Love all animals.
Now, another question for you, Hank. Now, this could be any fish, all right? What is your dream fish?
Snakehead.
All right.
Snakehead, but the snakeheads like from Europe, like all of the different color morphs, and you know,
Yeah.
I like them, period. I love the body shape, you know, I love them. But the ones that I see, you know, they have the little miniature ones. I mean, the colors, man, the range of colors, man. This is one guy, he goes fishing for them. I mean, it's obvious that it's set up because the natural occurring wild fish don't look like the ones he catch. But
Yeah.
oh my God, they huge and beautiful.
Man.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Kenny E. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Now, one fish I want to keep, there's actually 2, but my ultimate dream fish, and it's not really that expensive of a fish. You know, some people may beg to differ, but I'm starting to lag a little bit. I can see that when I start moving, I lag a little bit. But one of my fish that I actually want to keep the most is a Parachromis dovi.
Dovi, big body dovi.
Not only because they are big, but I like that aggressiveness.
And they're called wolf fish also, aren't they?
Yeah, they're called wolffish or wolf cichlid.
Wolf cichlid dovi.
You put anything else with a dovi, that dovi is going to tear it up. Like,
and I've noticed all of the guys, you know, on YouTube that have their wet pet dovi. I mean, it's like the attitude and the fact you see that the fish knows who he is, and like just the personality, you know, in those fish. It's crazy. Just to see it in fish like that is crazy.
Yeah, and how big they are. Like, they get to, I think it's like 28 inches long.
Ooh.
About 14 inches top to bottom. I'm like, ugh. Like they said, for one dovi, just one, you need at least a 150-gallon tank.
Man, to get the full potential of him, I guess. I mean, you'd have to do 300 gallons to get the whole fish, you know.
Hope, hey, S says Hope will upgrade from getting bitten by angelfish to a dovi. Black Nasty with Tampa dovi. I don't know. Them dovis are. I've seen some pretty aggressive dovi. Like one guy, he couldn't even get close to his tank without his fish trying to break through the tank and attack him. Like them dovi are. Now black nasties are cool too. Master Aquatics Eduardo says, "I'm not crazy about killer fish. I prefer sissy fish." Now,
hey.
Another fish I want to keep a lot of cichlids. But one fish that I think there's two fish that, in my opinion, are the puppy dogs of the fish world. One of them is a flower horn, and the other one is Oscars. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I have a spot, a special spot for Oscars, because I remember my first introduction to cichlids. Uncle-in-law, because he's no longer around. They decided they didn't, it didn't work for them. But in his garage, this was like I had to be maybe 10, and it was the first time I saw a actual fish room. And after that, I really didn't know anybody else that had them, but it was him and a few of his buddies. They had Jack Dempsey's, Oscars, clown knives. They had a few different. They had their garages full of these tanks, but the Oscar just always stuck out to me. The shape, the personality. I had an Oscar named Oscar. Y'all, yeah, don't jump on me, guys. I know that was lazy. But his name was Oscar.
Oscar?
Yeah, I named him Oscar. And he had to, at his biggest, he probably was about 12 inches. And he literally, now, mind you, I'm big. I'm like 260 now. I used to be 330 at one point in my life. So I think it was because I took up so much space in front of the 75-gallon. He just knew when the shadow was cast on the tank that it was me, because he wouldn't, like when other people come by, it was like they didn't even exist. But if I'm coming through, he was at the tank, and I really, 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 really liked that fish. I've tried, Oscars a few times after that, and just never, they just never stuck. I'd end up, selling them to somebody else, taking them back to the store.
Ian says, don't
that
get
one
on Oscars. And KG Tropicals, John had an Oscar named Roscoe, Oscar backward, when he was a kid.
Okay. Yeah, that was less lazy than me. That was I like that.
Backwards.
I like
that. First time I saw an Oscar in an aquarium was actually when I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
They had a 250-gallon aquarium. And the Oscars, I was like, man, that's like a football. It's just big old freaking football. And I was like, man. And in that tank, they had the iguanas and everything else in there with them. And the Oscars, I was like, man, that's such a cool looking fish. And then, I would always see them at Walmart. I was like, man. Every time I saw a fish at Walmart, I had to rescue it. If I saw an Oscar there, I don't care if I had a 20-gallon tank and I would have to wait for him to grow out to get a bigger tank for him. But he'd be going home in that because, a 20-gallon tank is better than any of those tanks they had at Walmart.
Yeah.
Now, I'm partial to cichlids because even angelfish, because they have personality. I'm sorry. I go to my tank over there with the tetras and gouramis in it. They have no freaking personality. They're just like, I see food, I'm just going to eat it. But the angelfish, look at this. They come up to the top every time I go like that. Even the bala sharks know. The bala sharks have more personality than the fish in the 45.
I think that's how I got out of, because I had guppies, I had guppies. And people
Maria,
used to,
hello.
I think that's how I got out of the guppies, because the guppies were just like, hey, we're here to breed, put some food in the tank. That's all we do. We're not paying any attention to you. And I became partial to anabantoids and bettas, specifically because of the personality aspect of it. Because I have my gouramis up there, but I still have bettas. I have paradise fish down there. I have a betta breeding pair. They're like tiny cichlids to me.
Yeah. Now, the first actual cichlid that I ever kept was not angelfish. It was actually Microgeophagus ramirezi and Microgeophagus altispinosus. So Bolivian ram and German blues.
Okay.
And they had personality. These little, they were like little pit bull, because it's like rams don't get that big, but they're like little pit bullfish. Like they're worse than tiger barbs with their aggressiveness. I was like, jeez. Now, don't get me wrong, I love tiger barbs. Tiger barbs have a special place in my heart. They're little, they're like the piranha of the barb world, those tiger barbs. They have a special place in my heart always because I had a school of them and I lost the whole school. So they, like, sadly, they have, you know. And oh, Patty, that's messed up. Patty says, Kenny, I'm sorry your Oscars go down on you. Whoa.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, I have some Turkana jewels that a buddy of mine, Jeffrey Watts, got from Kidding. Speaking of the cichlids with the aggressiveness, but they're, yeah.
Like, now, there's a whole slew of cichlids I want to keep. I want to keep Jack Dempsey's. I want to keep Jaguars. I want to keep. Now, my favorite cichlid of all time, even up there past, because I've been wanting to keep this fish for a while, is Frontosa. The Frontosa cichlid. Not because they're so aggressive, but they're a big fish, but they're still aggressive because they're cichlids, but they're not like, oh, you stick your hand in there, I'm going to eat your hand off.
Yeah, they're pretty mellow. Like, what is the Phantom? Is it the Phantom? They have like red Frontosa I've seen. And there's the
Black Widow Frontosa. Black Widow Frontosa. Okay. It has like a spider web shaped freaking stripes on it. It's real freaking cool, but they are expensive. I was actually going to build a 350-gallon plywood aquarium for Frontosa. When I got married, the wife kind of took that one out the window.
Sometimes
it happens. But, the Frontosa is a cool cichlid, honestly. I've seen so many cool fish that I want. Like, I can't narrow it down to just one. I've seen so many cool fish. There's even fish that are illegal that I want to keep.
That's why MTA exists. You have to keep getting tanks for all the fish that you find. Oh, look at this one. Where did this come from?
You know what? I actually called it multiple tank syndrome, MTS.
Okay.
And I also have BTS, bigger tank syndrome. Because shoot, when I had a 55-gallon, I was like, it's not big enough. I want something bigger. So I got the 125, which I got for $260. Go check out my earlier videos. You can tell I'm not the same person I was back then. Because back then I was like, this is my $260 125. This is day 5 of the nitrogen cycle. Like, I was not the hyped up hype man that everyone knows me to be. I was just like, this is, But I have, ooh, really, IHSP? IHSP, you got what in, you actually have MTA. They're one of the most mellow cichlids is the Frontosa. And they're such slow moving cichlids too. They're not like, they're like angelfish, but Frontosa. They move like angelfish. They're slow moving cichlids. They're not like, say, like my parrots move faster than a Frontosa does. Especially when I stick my hand in that tank, my parrots want to bite me. So, there's that.
Melvin Reef, what's going on, man?
Melvin, if anyone wants to come up and ask Hank some questions, feel free. Obies. Those are cool fish. Peacocks, hats. Oh, I love me some peacocks. There are some beautiful peacocks that I've seen at my local fish store. I'm like, I want them. They're like, you got a 150-gallon tank to put them in? No. But I have LSAS, large saltwater angel syndrome. That's my dream fish with the butterfly saltwater fish.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
Wife has a thing for puffers and triggers. Puffers and triggers. Like she loves I think it's called is it the fox face puffer or dog face puffer?
Dog face, but let me see. Fox face. Well, a fox face is kind of like a trigger, but
Yeah.
dog face puffer.
3G, I have a school of 9 Frontosa. Beautiful fish. Yes. Like, I was thinking something simple when I was thinking saltwater. Like, I was thinking about doing a saltwater tank and just have freaking little gobies and clownfish. You know? No, she wants the puffers and the triggers and butterflies.
Oh,
The damselfish, the freaking what are they called? Can't think of the name of it. I can picture the fish, but I can't think of the name of it. Tangs. Yeah, the blue tang.
Tang. I had the small damsels, black damsels. I think they had like 3 spots on them. They had the blue damsels. They were all small. Like the
Garcia,
little starter saltwater fish. And then I had a yellow tang, and it was in a 10-gallon tank, unfortunately. But I didn't know any better at the time.
Clownfish are mean. They bite. Really, Melvin? I mean, my freaking angelfish bite. My parrots bite. My bala sharks even bite me. I'm like, man, do I have like bite me written across my forehead or something? You know? But, you know, it's just fish keeping to me has been a lifesaver, you know? And I mean, it has for many people. Like I've seen on Steven's video, like it's been a lifesaver for many, many people. One of the people I started watching before I started YouTube was Big Tank Hank. That's why I think I wanted him. That's why I know I wanted him to be my first live stream guest that I, you know, got to sit and talk with, interview, kind of picking his brain a little bit about fish keeping and, you know, how he does that stuff.
Yeah, we used to talk, you know, a little bit back and forth on Messenger.
Yeah, you know, and like when my life was going bad, I actually talked to Hank, you know, and like having Hank on a live stream to me, like it's an honor to have Hank on a live stream, just like, you know, because I'm such a small channel, and a lot of people say, hey, you know, like when I was doing another channel, I was doing, you know, e-cigarette reviews. I was a small channel. No one wanted to come on my stream because I was such a small channel. That's what I love about the Fish Fam, you know. It doesn't matter. Like when I was watching Rico's stream, Corey came on Rico's stream. Corey from Aquarium Co-op. If I saw him, I'd be like, Corey, I remember when I got fish bites from your store and Louisville root tabs. Do you remember that from like 5 years ago? But
the Fish Fam is a beautiful community, man. It really is. It really is. And I'm nobody. I have a job. I have a job that God gave me, and I'm not afraid to stand on it. You know, I've had YouTube personalities tell me I hustle backwards, meaning it's kind of more important to me for YouTubers to know me because I'm here for the people that's working, you know, the workers in the community. That's what I'm here for more so people on the outside watching my videos and watching my live streams, you know, hey, we all desire that, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm all about ministering to people's, you know, people's spirits, man, people's minds, people's hearts. You know, that's what I'm about. You know, the rest of it, it is what it is. I mean, I'm extremely humbled, and I'm honored to be on here. I'm just honored that you asked me to come on, man. It's such a big deal for me just to be in touch. You know what I'm saying, with
Yeah.
people, with everybody. It's just a big deal for me in that sense. You know, and you know, when I would ask folks to come on, man, when I asked Rachel O'Leary and she was like excited, you know, and knew who I was, and I mean, just all the different people that I had that folks would say, hey, this is a big channel, for them to say, oh, I watch your videos, oh, I see your live streams. You talking about humbling for me, you know, and I'm like, yeah, hey, man, I'm nobody. I'm just filling a space, you know what I'm saying, on this here thing. It's a blessing for all of us to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah, like I remember when I started my channel, Father Fish invited me on one of his streams in person. I was like, Father Fish? You know, and that's when I did the tour of the store and everything. And like, I know Father Fish personally, you know, and because he's only like 30 minutes away from my house.
Okay, good deal.
He's up in Memphis and I'm in Port Charlotte. So it's just like Charlotte County, Sarasota County. He's like right there.
Gotcha.
So, but,
yeah, man.
you know, I feel like how my channel is geared. It's not all about me getting monetized. It's not all about being the biggest YouTube channel out there. It's not about, like, to me, I like having fun with my channel. You know, that's why when you would see me on a lot of videos, you see me hyped up like this and just be like, oh, this is Hulk Hogan's, you know, stuff like that. You know, I do it for fun and I do it for the love of the hobby. I do it for the love of everybody else. You know, Garcia Aquatics, great channel. You know, he's my co-host on Sundays. But he's going to be there on Sunday when I have a special guest on Sunday as well, Mr. Danny Kin. Me and Danikin have been friends for a while, you know, but like when I sit there and like think of the big YouTube personalities and stuff, like the biggest one of all the fish tubers, DIY King or whatever his name is, like he's not like I'm not gonna bash on him because he has good content out there. You know, he has great content for the DIYers, you know, that look to build plywood aquariums and stuff. But when it comes to interacting with people, it's nil. I know because it gets overwhelmed because he has like 1 million followers and stuff, but you know, Eduardo, you have a friend in me. Don't even say that you have no friends. You know, you're only in Lehigh. You're like 45 minutes away from my house. But, you know, when it comes to like my channel, I comment on every single comment. You know, I like, and as I've gotten a little bit bigger, you've seen my channel grow, Hank, from like what, 16 subscribers to what is it, 800 something now? Like,
Most
I
definitely.
I never forget where I come from. Like, I came from I'm going to get a little personal here. I came from a poor family. You know, really poor family. My dad was a single father raising 4 kids after my mom died. And he was working as a bouncer at a bar. So and so I'm humble now because I know what the sacrifices that my dad made growing up. Like, yes, I have material things, but material things only last so long.
Yep.
Once you die, that's the man you have to answer to. Whether you were a prick when you made it up to the top or you were humble when you made it to the top. You know, I'm a little bit religious, so someone actually told me Pizza is good, but God is great. Because I said God is good all the time. They're like, pizza is good, but God is great. You know, I'm not trying to get all religious and everything, but
No, you good, man. You all right.
I've been through a lot in my life, like from going to jail, facing up to 25 years in prison.
Ooh.
It was more of a give me the money type deal. So, yeah, and even though I didn't do it, but that's a long story. But my 10-gallon reef tank is the easiest tank in the house. Preach, bro, preach. You know, I believe that like my channel's grown. Like when it was growing real quick, I went from what was it, 16 to 200 in like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. And I don't forget anybody who's helped me along the way. You know, I Catfish, Terry, Hank. Hank was one of the first people that reached out to me and told me, "Hey, good content, keep pushing." You know, you've been a role model for me coming up into YouTube. You know, and I deeply appreciate what you've done, Hank, for real. Not just for me, but the whole fish keeping community, or the whole community of keeping things in boxes, glass boxes. You know, because I've seen people on your stream, like I've seen Alex on your stream, and I've had Alex up on one of my streams before. I've seen Crystal. Oh, I love Crystal. Crystal's nice. The one with all the bugs and all the animals and stuff and all the plants. Which, speaking of Crystal, make sure you guys watch her channel, and Melvin too. You know, all the people that are at 1K, go watch their freaking channels and help them get those watch hours. Even
playlist. Yeah.
And all the people in chat, we got 22 people in here. Sub to each other. Go be fish fam, because y'all are all family. Go intermingle like family does. You know, because like I like bringing people together in my channel. You know, Hulk, I don't want to see you turn green. Garcia, I'm turning green. If I start turning green, that means I have a severe case of jaundice, and I need to go to the hospital. Or I got exposed to radiation somehow and I start glowing. But no, when it comes to family, that's something I hold right here. You know, my dad, he moved down after I haven't seen him in 10 years. You know, so family, even the fish fam, y'all keep me from up here. Because up here, especially in the mind of a veteran with PTSD, this is a dangerous place to dwell.
The inner me is the enemy.
Yeah, the inner me is I like that. The inner me is the enemy. You know, like you are your own worst enemy. Up here, like a man taught me, may he rest in peace. He was the guy that saved my life when I was going through severe PTSD breakdowns and I was running through the woods in Georgia. Mr. Mike Randall, he passed away of cancer a couple years ago, but he taught me the mind is the most dangerous place to dwell. Do something to take you outside of that. That's why I do YouTube. That's why I keep fish. You know, it keeps me from up here. Because if I keep getting up here, sadly, guys, if I kept getting up there, I wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't be the Hulk Logan's Aquatics that y'all know and love. I wouldn't be doing this. Y'all are what's keeping me alive.
Good deal.
And, like, y'all keep me going. Like, times I don't want to do nothing. I'm like, man, what's the fish fam doing? First thing that comes to my mind when I wake up, besides feeding my baby and making sure she's okay and in her swing and sleepy and happy and hasn't changed diaper and stuff. You guys take up my spare time. Like, I have no spare time anymore because, and that's a good thing, because a mind left to wander, you don't know where it leads. So I'm gonna get off the depressing stuff.
Okay.
Let's talk happy thoughts. Well, actually, it looks like it's almost 6:30, so we're actually 6 minutes away from 5 minutes away now, because we had technical difficulties earlier. Some real bad, because I was
Yeah, it was.
I sounded like freaking The Grudge mixed with a freaking robot.
Right. And it was crazy because you were moving the right speed. I'm like, well, why? How is the West?
It was like that sloth off of that movie with the rabbit and the fox. That sloth. You know what movie I'm talking about? The animated flick?
Let me see.
I can't remember the name of it. Someone help me. But the sloth is like talking so slow, like, you were speeding. Aquaballs, what's up? Like, they were talking so slow, and I was like,
George.
I love Aquaballs. Aquaballs came up on my stream and was showing off his saltwater tanks, which Aquaballs has some real nice saltwater tanks. Have you seen them? All his corals and stuff? I'm like,
definitely.
I was like, man, if I had $100,000, I'd have a huge saltwater tank. But then I see how expensive they are, so.
Yeah, I called Aquaball's master breeder. He was like, no, I'm not a master breeder. I was like, you look like one, but
You know what I say? In the fish keeping community, there is no master, because the master knows everything.
Exactly.
A master knows everything that there is about there's no way you know everything about the fish keeping hobby. Like, I'm sure a lot of people know a lot of stuff and have a great wealth of knowledge, but there's no way everyone knows every little in and out of every single, I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to me, I can breed angelfish, but ask me to pronounce the scientific names, and I'm like, there's a reason Latin is a dead language. No one uses it. So, some of the Latin names I know because I did my research on them, and especially when I do my fish species highlights that I do. But yeah, So, Hank, now that we have 3 minutes left in the stream, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Well, I'm on YouTube as Big Tank Hank. Email the Big Tank Hank. Facebook, Garrick Alexander, also Big Tank Hank. Instagram, big_tank_Hank. And I think it's the same thing on TikTok.
You got TikTok, man?
I got a TikTok
right now.
Yeah, I got a TikTok. I'm trying to get into the TikTok realm. I even have a Twitch. I don't think I have any followers. I even live stream on Twitch, and I can't even find a video or anything. It tells me that I did, but it doesn't save anything. But yeah, you can find me at any of those places, people. Holla at me. I'm very accessible.
All right. And I am Hulk Logan's Aquatics. Basically, the beast in the east and the best from the west, because I'm from California. You can find me at Hulk Logan's Aquatics on Instagram and YouTube. Or if you want me on Facebook, I add pretty much everybody on Facebook. That's Fish Fam. So Logan Earwood, that's my last name. Don't make fun of it. Because I got told every day when I was a kid, you got wood in your ear? I'm like, okay, this ain't that episode of Family Guy, okay? If y'all watch Family Guy, y'all know the episode I'm talking about. But, Yeah, I am open to anybody who wants to come on the streams. Just message me on Facebook that you are interested on coming on my stream, either the Ask Crack of Dawn live stream, which is at like 6:30 every Monday through Friday, or you can come on my Thursday night stream, schedule willing, and my Sunday night stream. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Big Tank Hank, for coming on the stream. I really enjoyed you having on the panel. Yeah, show them guns. I know you go to the gym. I do too, somewhat.
Love it.
But oh, the wife just walked by. Bye. Hi. Oh, Jax, where you going? Oh, all the dogs follow her to the room. But yeah, Foxy's Fishing is next. Rock in the coast postponed for recovery. What? Did I miss something?
He had surgery. Yep.
Oh, Rocco had surgery. That's right. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in and making this a great stream. I could not do what I do without every one of you, including Big Tank Hank. What's that say behind StreamYard? The fishy what?
That's the fishy den.
The fishy den. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, he had knee surgery. So prayers going out to Rocco. I enjoy seeing Rocco on Jess's stream every. But if you are not following everybody in chat, just go subscribe to each other. Garcia, IHSP, which I just found out not too long ago, stand for I Hate Stupid People.
I hate stupid people.
Susan P, everybody, Xanadugu, Sandy, Master Aquatics, Eduardo. Which, Eduardo, you got to start a channel. I'm not peer pressuring you, but start a channel. Mary Page.
Mary Page was in here.
Yeah, Mary Page was in here. PB Aquatics, Palm Beach Aquatics. Garcia. Let's help Melvin get his watch hours. Aquaballs.
Rustic Outdoors.
DLC. Rustic Outdoors. Because my channel is a channel of love for the community of YouTube and the community for fish keeping. So, yeah. Thank you guys for making this a wonderful stream. Man, I just saw T-Bone's thing on pea puffers. He's like, if you could transport pea puffers to Australia, you would make hundreds of dollars on each puffer because they sell for $200 to $300 each in Australia. Pea puffers.
Yes, the prices are crazy for things that we take for granted, man. It's crazy what they have to pay over there. Oh man, yes, he's right.
I was yesterday when the father-in-law came. Just quick snippet before we end the stream. I was looking up the most expensive fish, and guess what the most expensive fish is? The platinum Asian arowana.
Arowana, yep.
At $400,000. I'm like, man, that's more than my house. And then it was like the polka dot stingrays and the blue-eyed plecos were up there. All these saltwater fish, but the platinum Asian arowana being $400,000.
No.
I cannot spend that much on a fish.
No.
I felt bad spending $90 on a fish.
I would feel bad if I spent $90 on a fish.
It's my big dragon goby. It's Mushu. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Rainer Trofer, I'm sorry you missed the stream. It was a great stream. You can go catch the replay on YouTube. But
Please
guys,
do.
I had a blast, everybody. This was actually really, really fun having Hank on the stream. Even though we had some technical difficulties early on, but I still had fun, guys. So thank you all for making this a great stream. And
I got Stephen P. Friday night.
You got Stephen P on the Fishy Den?
Friday night, 10:30 Central Time.
That's 11:30 my time. I may be asleep. No, take that back. Actually, the most expensive koi, 1.5 million. Is that pound? I could not spend that much on a koi fish. I'm sorry. Freaking carp related to the goldfish.
Yeah,
No.
saying that, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, those championship koi. Oh, yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
But yeah, thank you all for tuning in and making this a great stream. If you didn't get a chance to share, please share after the freaking stream so everybody can catch the replay and see more of the Hulk Logan's Aquatics. And yeah, what time is the Hot Mess Express? Is that at 6:30 or is it at 7 Eastern? All right, but thank you all for tuning in and making this a great stream. I'm starting to kind of taking some stuff from meetings that I go to, but like if you get a chance to, yeah. But guys, thank you for making this a great stream. I deeply appreciate it. You know, this is just an awesome thing. Crystal, there's another channel, guys. Help Crystal get her watch hours. I'm not sure how far. I'm not sure how far she is from her watch hours, but help her get her watch hours, guys. She's a great channel. She deserves this monetization, just like Melvin and everybody that works so hard to get their 1,000. Go freaking just play their playlist and help them get there. You know, we are all one big happy family. Sometimes we kind of spout out at each other, but
a little dysfunctional sometimes, but that's okay.
It's dysfunctional with a Y.
Okay.
But yeah, it's thank you all. I think it's a great stream, guys. Much love from Florida.
Peace. Houston, Texas. Elaine.
Stay fishy, fam.